All right, guys, welcome back to the final hour here of Roleplay Week 21. Neal, I will message you spells in 1 second, and we can continue on. Neal.
Yes, I hear you.
Oh,
Things are very
Waiting
tense.
for your spells.
I have my meager things very packed up. I'm very nervous, and I'm constantly keeping my eyes on the group, watching over them.
Okay, so
what is that?
okay, that's what we're looking for here. So you guys, you say nothing to Spades, right?
No.
Okay, so a couple days pass. 2 more days pass. You drove 1, 2 on the so gain 2 more HP. The next day, you are sailing past Windhaus, and you notice that there are 3 Veracity soldiers kind of standing on the docks with their arms crossed. One of them has black robes on. The other 2 are in chainmail armor, and they're all just kind of watching the boat go by. And as they do, they whisper to each other a few words. There are plenty of other ships docked here. They whisper to each other a few words, and then it looks like the black-robed man starts casting a spell. And they just kind of watch you guys sail by.
Can I determine what spell's being cast?
Do you have... what is it called?
Spellcraft.
That's the one. Do you have Spellcraft?
I do.
Give me a Spellcraft proficiency check, but he's pretty far away from you. So give me at -3.
Okay.
Sounds about right.
Is that okay? 34 crit.
Yeah, you absolutely know what spell he's casting.
Sick. Awesome.
I just have to figure out the name of the spell now because I've. It's
Detect Dwarf.
That's the one.
Damn, that's a Tech Dwarf spell. Whispering Wind.
Do I know what that does? I guess I can just look it
Gonna
up.
say something scary.
Basically, he can
I'll just look it up.
send a message to a great distance away from himself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I lean over and tell Victorian what was just cast. Or what, whisper it to him and say, this is what just happened.
Yep. I figured as much, something along those lines.
And then I guess we keep going. Do we see... you said there was 2 robed wizards or only 1?
No, one and 2 guys in chainmail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That day passes uneventfully. Where's my map?
Neal,
Do you guys fall? Do you guys go to bed? The ship kind of anchors for the night in the river.
right before I fall asleep, I cast armor on myself.
The ship anchors?
You can't row all night. At night, it just kind of stops. Each night you've kind of stopped.
Anchors in the river, though, right?
Yeah, it just drops in the middle of the river.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
People patrol the edge of the ship and everything.
Right.
Well, he has a crew of 90 with 30 rowing at each time. Can't they sleep in 8-hour
30 on
shifts?
each side. So 60 total.
I see.
Would my character have any reasons to be suspicious? Are people acting weirder? Or are they not looking at me
I would
right?
imagine nobody is talking to you. Yeah.
What if I go talk to... I feel like at some point I will talk to 1 or 2 people.
Who do you talk
do
to?
they react weird? Crew members? I don't know. People talk to people during their day. They're
they seem pretty pissed off at you. But that's all.
Okay. Alright, then I don't do anything.
Okay. All right. Next day, you guys keep on sailing, and as you were, Captain lets you know up ahead is where he was planning on dropping you off. There's a ford. The river gets really wide and pretty shallow. It's actually enough that boats have trouble passing through this point. Usually, you kind of have to offload supplies and reload them on a different boat somewhere, or with enough people, you can pull the boat over the rocks, but it's kind of dangerous to the boat. Lets you know that this is coming up.
Wherever you think best is fine, friend.
Yeah. As you approach it, you notice that there is standing, not in the water, but just on the shore, where it's just before the water on the eastern side of the shore, there is a large group of people. It's really hard to tell how many there are here. It's like, what is it? It's probably like 150 archers or something like that. There look to be like, 4 knights and 2 wizards or clerics or magic using probably robed people standing next to the knights. The captain, seeing this shit, like raises a little bit of a flag.
A white
and kind of looks at you guys and goes, "It's time. Look at all them."
Are they on both sides?
No, they are just on the eastern side.
Do I see it or do I not see it?
Oh yeah, everyone's on. Yeah, anyone that's on the deck sees this.
Do we have? Is there like little safety rowboats?
A rowboat, you mean?
Yeah.
There is. This ship has 2 rowboats. One in the back, one on the eastern side, or the port side, the left side of the ship, which would be the eastern side for you since you're headed down.
All right. Then I say to Tarek and Victorian, I think it is time for a great escape. We should put Carla and the baby in the boat alongside everyone that fits.
I whisper.
I've been thinking about this a lot.
I whisper something to Zanzel.
Are you gonna PM it to him?
I did.
I look back at you and I'm just like...
You're just like, clickety clack clack.
I'm just like, I don't want this. You take this.
You guys see him hand the horn to me.
Yeah.
And I say, I say, Spades, can you join me for a second?
Yeah, sure.
I walk Spades away from everybody as we're heading towards this mass.
What part of the ship do you walk her towards?
Further back.
Front, the back? Okay.
15 feet. I'm not like trying to...
Okay.
I'm just it's just her and I talking.
All right.
I say, Spades, we wouldn't be here if it weren't for you. You saved us from the prince. That said, we are here because of you. That Verasi army is going to potentially kill us. I need you to listen very carefully.
Okay.
We are either going... I'm going to present you with 2 options, and only 2 options. But because of what you've done for us, I give you these 2 options. 1, we bandage you, or not bandage, we tie you up and we hand you over to them and hope that they give mercy to the 100+ other people here who you have damned. Or 2, I give you this horn, I tell you the word that makes it work, I present you as a hostage, you blast them, and then we get on the boat and get out of here. Or let me think that through a little bit more. I don't think the boat would be a great escape. You blast them and we get out of here.
There's a rowboat. I point to the rowboat.
You need to listen very carefully. You have 2 options.
Yes, the horn.
You choose the horn?
Yes.
All right. I tell her the word, and Neal, or JP, what you messaged it to me, but what?
Yeah, it's just...
You told me earlier, but he knows, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeshak. Okay. So that's the word. It's Yeshak, Jen. I tell it to you.
Yeshak.
I hand you the horn, and I say, things are about to get really messy. And we are not going to be there to back you up. So you're going to be on your own to get out of there after you use this weapon. And you are to meet us. Where are we, Neal?
You are at that broad point in the river between Darwa and Fallon.
You mean you guys are just going to leave me there? I can't
Spades,
swim.
I'm starting to have questions. I need you to understand. It's you
yeah,
die
the horn.
or you have a chance. This is your chance.
Yeah, the horn.
When you blow this horn, I need you to know what I'm doing. I'm basically... There's a chance that I'm damning everyone on this boat, and I'm doing it because... I don't know. I don't know if it's right or wrong, but you saved our lives, so I guess I owe
you
you this
should say
chance.
the baby.
Don't worry about the baby. The only reason you have this chance is because of the baby.
Okay.
Well, that's not true. That just sounded epic for a second there. Anyways, we're going to meet you at Dara. You do not have anyone at your back. You need to blast them with this. Say this word. It will incapacitate them, and then you need to get the hell out of there. You understand?
I have a map.
Okay. I hand her the horn. I go back to the captain, and I say, Captain, she will go to them willingly. But I need you to know, we are gambling on this. If they don't accept her, they will come after you, so you need to be prepared to get the hell out of here. Do you understand?
Can turn the ship about, but they control all the waters around here. There's not much point in running.
Well, there's not much point, but it's that or you sit here and get shot by arrows and die, right?
So,
Wait a minute. What sort of gamble are you doing here?
We are all gambling that they'll accept her as hostage and then leave us alone.
Yeah. Well, let's pray. Make sure you take off her weapon and armor before you hand her over. They'd not be very happy about dwarf and plate mail walking over, or a split mail walking over with a big two-handed axe.
Just get us to the shallow part. I will lead the party with her to the beach.
All right, all right.
So, before this all goes down, I kind of pull Victorian and Zanzel aside and say, "So, here I see this going down one of two ways. One, she incapacitates all of them that are right. So this just hear me out, and you can tell me if you see another option. She incapacitates all of them.
Out of game. You don't know that this is planned. I took her aside and told her privately.
Oh, I see. Okay, never mind. I say nothing.
Right. So I come back to the guys. I tell the captain that, and I say, Zanzel, Tariq, Carla, if she's here, or we'll go get her. We're going to take our horses and all of our gear, and we're going to escort Spades down. And I need you guys to follow my lead.
Am I there?
I don't think so.
I don't know. Are you?
I feel like we're on the deck right now. I feel like I would be there.
I think Jeff is just talking to me.
You're on the deck.
Yeah.
I'm
Alright,
sure
then
Jeff...
I say,
okay.
I really think Carla should not go near Varasi. Ever.
Spades, I'm like kind of shaking a little bit, and I'm like, I need you to understand.
Yeah, the horn.
I understand, but please, no more. And then I say to them, you guys follow my lead with what's about to happen, okay? And then as we turn, I say, Zanzel, you're going to have to help us escape.
Yeah, I nod at you with Neal. Can you paint a picture? Can all of the guards that are on the shore see us on the boat, or they only see figures because we're far away?
You guys are getting closer and closer. You're about a quarter mile out by now, so you can make out figures, but it's pretty hard to tell things apart. Clearly, a dwarf is more obvious than Tariq, the 6'2" guy with the chain mail on and the big ass sword sticking up. Kind of makes a big impression. Captain's got a hat and a big beard, so he's pretty obviously separate. Victorian's got some armor on. You kind of blend in with the rest of the people, though you're not wearing sailor outfits, so you kind of stand out. But
for that now,
yeah.
What?
My half skull helm.
Half skull helm, yeah. So the PCs can stand out at this range, but it's hard to make out too much detail.
Sure, I turn to Victoria and I'm just like, are we gonna fight? Or you just want to run? Do you just want to run?
We're gonna run, friend. We're gonna run.
Okay.
But we needed to be off the boat because we're not gonna run on top of a boat.
If we run, look for the footsteps in the ground. I'm not gonna turn around and wait for you. I'm going.
Just stay. You're on my horse. I say
Oh, he's on. Oh, I'm on. All right, look, we're good. You just lead the direction. I'll hold on tight.
And I've got I've got Carla's horse's rein or whatever, and I'm like, Tariq, you stay close to us. And we put Spade's armor and weapons on Tariq's horse or whatever.
You're saying run as in if this goes south, if they don't accept her, we run?
Just trust me, friend. the words that you've been told, you'll see what's about to happen, and you're going to want to follow the option that I gave you.
My armor. Thank you,
So I guess we load up our horses. We're behind Spades as she walks to the beach. Is the captain
well, yeah, so that you gotta,
negotiating, or
like-
just Spades?
I have
Wait.
to keep my shovel.
So as you guys get
I don't think you have a
closer,
Well, it's a
before you can get
non-combat
to the
shovel,
point
so
where
it
you
should be fine.
lower her down, one of the guys in black robes walks forward and shouts out, "This entire ship is under arrest. You're here, going to be taken. The captain and all members associated with this are to be taken back for questioning, imprisonment, and possibly torture. You're charged with the crime of killing a soldier of the Verasi army."
He's right next to us.
No, this is when you're still not quite there. You haven't lowered her down to the shore yet. You're still like
Okay.
sailing
We continue
towards
the process.
I
and
whispered
say,
to Victorian, the horn, the horn.
the captain walks up to the edge of the ship, cups his hands, and yells, "We have the dwarf who killed the Verasi soldier here hostage, and we have a sum of gold to pay the blood debt. We would greatly appreciate it if you took this nasty, vile little wench off our hands. She even snuck aboard this ship. She's not even supposed to be here. We don't want any trouble. We'd be happy to give her over. If you have any witnesses, they can verify that only the dwarf and no one else on this ship took action. We're here for commerce, which only furthers to help Verasi army through taxes. Be a great thing if we could just settle this like professionals." To which the the guy replies,
Page, right.
Oh. He kind of turns and talks to the other guy in black robes. They chat for a little bit. And then the first guy who did the talking nods to the 4 knights who dismount from their horse and start trudging into the shallows. This is the point where the ship kind of starts bumping against some rocks and eventually goes and scrapes against the ground and comes to a complete stop, where you can now lower Spades to the ground if you want.
Yeah, we lower her, but like I said, we too are out on our horses.
On the deck of the ship?
No, we lower our... I don't know, like, this is a weird image. I'm not quite sure what we're
Awkward to
talking
lower-
about, but we... What?
So when you loaded the ship, you were
Is
on
there
a
a
dock.
plank that
There
comes
was
down?
a dock with a plank that you like walked everything up on. This is a situation where the ship literally just like comes aground and you have to lower things off the side. There's not like a plank that rests anywhere. Like to lower the horse off the side, you can like tie it up and lower it down, which they do all the time.
God, Neil. Well, when we were... Okay, it's... So there's no plank. People literally pick horses up and in what? They have like a crane that they take the horse on over the side? How do you
They use
imagine...
part of the crossbeam from the mast, throw the rope over that, get like 6 guys to hoist the horse, push it over, some guy to like kind of go down the side. It's a bitch to get the horses off the ship, but they do it.
So yeah, we get off the ship. Onto
Okay,
another
so you guys
smaller
start-
boat, right?
You guys start dismounting with the horses? Or like start loading the horses off the ship?
I don't know. I envision this very differently, and it's kind of funny when we play imaginary games like this, because I was describing us getting out on horses and stuff like that, and you're like, oh no, that doesn't work. It would take a crew of people to lower the horses onto this
At
beach
the same
boat.
time, like if you had
I would
discussed
imagine they would drop a
captains,
plank
like, well,
onto
this
the
is how-
ground, and we would walk down the plank, as opposed to like... Because how... This boat that holds 100 people...
It's like 25 feet. Well, once it's run aground, it's like a 25-foot drop, maybe a 30-foot drop from where you could put a plank. So you'd have to have a plank that's like 80 or 90 feet long that could be at an angle where that's not like a 45-degree angle to walk
They
down.
ran
You know?
a boat that is so big that it's 30 feet from top to bottom into the beach.
Yeah, that's how you have to get off here.
How do they typically disembark?
How would they ever
with
get
horses?
back? Yeah,
Like, wouldn't
in a
they
boat that
usually have a
large.
plank?
Usually you don't have the situation. Usually you pull up to a dock, and then the dock is off the water by 10 feet, 15, 20 feet already. That's how you loaded. This is a very unusual situation that you guys are in with the ship. It's really unusual.
Okay. I guess I would have known this because we're on the boat and we are understanding that we're about to crash into a beach. And
I
there
mean,
is
you
no
would have looked
planks
over
on
the
this
boat
boat,
and
I
been like,
guess?
there's no dock. Shit, there's no dock. What are we gonna do? There's no dock. We can roll it back like 10, 20 minutes in game time to reformulate your plan if you want.
It's pretty
Sorry,
funny.
I try not to pay attention when you guys make your plans, so I can't.
If
All
we're
right,
rolling
great
back that
escape,
far, I
guys. Great
probably
escape.
would not have given her the horn because it sounds like we're absolutely at the mercy of what happens. Because we can't outrun them. We know we can't. We can't lower a horse down. We can't sit on a boat and get shot by arrows. We can turn invisible, but there's mages there to spot us, and if you're in water, there's a good chance it doesn't even actually work.
Like, let's just paint the scene to be clear. There's like a shit ton of people. There's the boat, and then there's another shore, like somewhere here.
Yeah,
It's
the
not that
river's
close, or
really
is it
wide.
super close? How?
At the point where you're here, where all this is happening, the river goes from being like 100 yards wide to being like 400 yards wide. It's actually just like a very.
And
it gets
are we
really
at the
big.
close part or the super large one?
You guys are at the like 400 yards.
Oh my god. Chat, shut the fuck up, some of you.
So the
Jesus.
close one, right?
I'm trying to save a player's character and make it
I don't know what
interesting.
you
They're
mean
like,
by-
you've never seen a boat before? Ugh, calm
So it's
down.
like it's
If there's a
40
plank,
feet.
this plan works, by the way.
It's
It's like
200
40
yards, 200
200
meters on
yards.
either side of the boat to shore. It's all like shallow water at this point.
What does shallow mean?
Very thin water. It's only a few inches tall.
Can we
It just-
run in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like have you ever run
So
on the beach?
technically, I could just run from the ship on like.
You could jump off the ship, drop 30 feet down into the water, and then run. Or you'd get lowered down on a boat or lowered down on a rope.
Or use
climb down.
mountaineering skills.
Yeah.
Guys, we could just climb down and get the fuck out. She says.
Ooh, I think
I think Jeff is
it's
gonna.
Jeff's webcam again.
Well, he's just like freezing for
Quick,
a
let's
second.
run away while
Yeah.
Jeff is in there.
He'll be back in 1 second. Do. Unless he texts me and says internet's out.
Not actually need a lifeboat, you just need to run apparently.
I wish I had been privy to this plan all along, but since it was only told to Zanzel, I'm just like sitting here thinking the whole thing is going along like we planned.
Well, we're going back 20 minutes in time, so there's
Yeah.
like not even sure I have the horn anymore. But yeah, Spades is totally offering to like climb down and get out with the baby.
Yeah, they don't,
Jeffrey,
Neil, they
shoot.
don't have an emergency plank or anything like that. Like nothing to. I guess this is not like a raiding boat or anything. It's a merchant ship, right?
No, it's a merchant ship.
Yeah, so
they
that makes a difference.
they almost exclusively dock at like docks.
Yeah.
So here.
I have like
Okay. Yeah.
well,
Makes sense.
can Spades offer his ID? I guess.
But let's
I-
wait for
Okay.
Jeff to get back from his perfectly timed internet outage.
No, his CPU froze like you said it would.
Oh,
It just happened at the most inopportune time.
Well, let's just discuss if it's possible to climb down a ship with pythons and rope.
Pythons?
Pittons,
Pittons.
Oh,
things that you would nail into you.
okay.
Yeah.
You could. They can just lower
In
a rope
20
and you climb down the
minutes.
rope. You don't need the climbing gear.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's not a problem. They can drop a net over the side and you can climb down the net.
Yeah.
Getting off the ship is not too much of a problem.
Welcome
Getting
back,
horses
Jeff.
off the ship is a bitch.
Hello. So if
So-
there was no planks,
We found out that we can walk in the water because it's not deep at all. Just
okay,
saying
doesn't
it.
change anything. If there's no planks and I knew that we couldn't get our horses down, and I knew that we were completely, there's nothing we can do, I would not have gone to her with the plan.
You
would've-
would not have gone to her with the plan.
Nope.
Okay, so
When I would have seen the
Backtracking.
veracity, though, I would have said we should try to get off the boat with rope and just try to run and use the boat for cover.
Yep. And the second that he says this about her, and they say this, I would like give a look to Tariq or whoever else is around me, and we would grab spades.
just like arrest physically.
Right.
Try to unarm whatever that attack
right.
is.
Like,
We would
like
both-
he's on,
we would all
he's on the
grab
right
her.
side, I'm on the left side, and we just
So Spades,
apprehend.
you're standing with your friends looking at this, and you almost feel at the base of your spine this look pass over your head between these two giants standing next to you. And the next thing you know, your friends turn and they like grab you by the arms.
I start screaming like, "What's going on? What's going on?" Because he didn't tell me about the plan or the horn in this case, right? So
Right, yeah, none of that happened.
I'm like clueless.
Totally clueless.
Guys, the great escape.
I would, as she's screaming, I guess, we would bound her with rope, or bind her with rope, right?
Yeah, the
that
captain
handy?
comes over with a coil of rope. Look, kind of tries not to meet your gaze, Spades, and then catches your eyes and goes, "Sorry about this, but we had no other option."
And then
Crocodile,
Neil,
run,
I would
run.
bash her over the head to knock her out
Okay.
once she's bound.
Use like the butt of your sword or something.
Yep, or a spear or whatever. Yeah.
You use the butt of your spear, but it actually just stabs her. You're just like, shit.
If she is completely held and not resisting, you can pretty much just knock
She's
her out at
resisting,
will.
but there's
Yeah,
4 of
I'm
us or 5 of us holding her down.
Okay, so a sap attack is knock someone out.
Neil, can I save you time? If I miss, we keep doing it until she's knocked unconscious. Like,
So you'll just okay. Jen, they're just gonna beat you until you're unconscious.
Yeah.
So eventually you knock her unconscious.
I scream,
with the
"Let
butt
me
of your
fight
sword.
them! Let me fight them!"
I'm crying a little bit when I'm doing this. Like, it's pretty fucked up.
Yeah,
I'm not
so
like
you just
bawling, but there's tears streaming down my eyes
It's
as
like-
we like beat her into
I
silence.
scream, "Run away, Carla!"
all right. Then you tie her up.
I scream, "I'm pregnant!"
No, you don't understand. You're unconscious.
Unconscious.
Shit.
It's my last word.
As you guys are beating her, she's like, "I'm pregnant." Passes out.
But there we go.
Fuck, that
Now
makes
we've
it
hit
even
butterfly
worse.
effect fucked up levels here. That's good.
Oh, fuck.
That's the last
Oh
thing I
my
say before I fall
God.
unconscious.
From here on out, this show will be called Kill Bill, Episode 3.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, so what do you guys do with the unconscious and tied up Spades? This is at the point where the officer is saying, shouting at you guys about, murdering and capturing. The captain goes over and says, "We have the dwarf, blah, 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 blah." This is when all that's going on.
We pass off the limp dwarf to the captain to...
He lowers her down on a rope. The knights catch the body. The captain also tosses a bag of gold down, and as he does, he looks at you guys and says, "I expect to be paid back for the gold."
We make it out of this, of course.
Well, there was gold on Spade's body, like, not trying to, like, be a dick, but she's not
Yeah,
gonna
well, I mean,
be-
I figure
stripped
after she's
her armor
unconscious, you
and
strip her
remember
of equipment.
Correct.
Yeah. Pass the dwarf down. The knights carry her back to the other guys who look at her. The knights hand him the money. He nods, snaps his fingers. Of the like 200 or so archers, there's only 15 left. The rest just disappear in a puff of smoke.
Oh.
Now it's 4 knights, 15 archers,
Same
the 2 black robe
illusion.
guys. They give you like a signal, like a wave, and walk away with the unconscious dwarf.
Do they walk away or ride away?
I mean, they walk to their horses, mount the horses, and then trot off on their horses while the
Snaps
archers.
his finger and they all turn into children. It's like, they just...
No, so then the archers, the 15 archers that are left, are walking behind the 4 mounted knights and the 2 with the 2 mounted guys in black robes in between the knights and the archers.
I shake my head and I say to... I just like, fucked. So fucked. We just watch. I imagine we're just sitting on the deck watching as this happens.
Yeah, I'm just standing on the deck watching.
Improve phantasmal force, guys. Boom. And then
Worst part is I thought about it, but Spades. Because Anna did it last episode, so.
yeah. And then you guys they walk away. The captain kind of, I guess, looks at you guys and goes, "That was a hefty sum of gold there."
Spades, how much gold did you have on you?
I look at the captain. I'm like, how much?
257 and 9 silver.
I give him that. I give him all that gold.
You just give it to him. He kind of looks and goes, "All right, thanks. Sorry about that, but there was no other way, man. I feel really shitty about this, but there was no other way."
Captain, you have your people to look out for, and she acted.
Right.
Someone had to die. It just sucks.
And how about those disappearing soldiers? What the hell was that about? Do you think they came from like a different plane?
Yeah, probably.
No,
probably.
Oh yeah, maybe. Or hallucinations of some sort.
I've never seen anything like that.
Look, let's just, if you can give us a few hours to make sure that those Verasi clear the area, we'll disembark here, of course. Is that okay?
He nods. Yeah. Well, we got to unload your stuff and everything. It'll take a while to get the horses off.
You know, planks are a really fucking good idea, by the way. You know that.
Dude, I'd need like 100-foot plank. It would break under the weight if anything you roll off of it. This is an awkward place to disembark.
All right, so
All
I
right.
go gather up Carla, tell her that Spades will no longer be joining us, and then
She was nothing but trouble the whole time.
I understand,
riddance.
Carla. Well, try to show some respect. She did save our lives too. Remember that. We would
When?
not have made it out of that prince's chamber without her.
Yeah, I was against the whole Prince's Chamber thing anyway. Shouldn't have even gone down to that castle.
Well, you weren't there, so... Anyways.
You guys disembark, and
I shake hands with the captain and say, good tidings. Sorry for the grief we brought you. Hopefully you will have smoother sails.
As Victorian walks off, oh, you guys got to turn the cams back on. Wow, they actually just turned on right away. It's just Jeff.
we're pros.
Which
at
is
it now.
weird because mine was the one that was off, and then I rejoined the call.
Yeah, Skype's fucking weird. I put my ear to the, or put my mouth to the captain's ear, and I'm just like, thank you. I hated that stupid son of a bitch. And then I just walk off the boat.
Okay, you guys, wait enough time to make sure that they're gone, disembark, and head towards Fallon. Is it?
No, it was
when
everything's closed for me, but the Dorcon or whatever it's called.
Dara.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
we hadn't
JP,
passed Windhouse yet, right?
we have passed Windhouse.
Oh, we have.
Yeah, we are south of that, where the river gets really wide
Yep. I see.
and the road is.
Is Ron waiting there, or are we short?
Well, Ron has to wait 3 weeks for the armor to get done, and then it's a 2-week travel time. So,
Yeah.
Okay.
This has only been like 2 weeks ish. So there's another 3 weeks of waiting before Ron shows up with armor, and I
Right.
do believe Ron is headed to Fallon, if I'm not mistaken.
No.
No, he was headed to Dara.
Dara
Yeah.
is what Ryan told him, I think.
All right, I wasn't sure.
How do you spell Darwa?
Dawrah.
Oh, D-A-W. Okay, thank you.
Oh.
Yeah, so we make our way to this seemingly very small town and, get in the tavern, situate the baby in Carla. And how long do we have to wait approximate to the schedule we laid out?
It's 2 weeks, is what Neil was just saying.
Yeah,
2
you
more
need to
weeks?
wait another 3 weeks, basically. A little bit longer. 3.5 weeks, because you guys by ship is really much faster than by land. But he's going to book it as fast as he can. So you guys can kill a couple of weeks in Dalra, and hopefully maybe you'll find someone to join your party there.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that's what we do.
Yeah. We can just end it here. A little bit early, but it works out. Also, Jeff and Jen, can you toggle your cameras again so we can do shout
Oh,
outs?
is it still not on?
Yeah, and you guys aren't just like spinning.
Oh, weird, because I
Huh.
turned it on.
Mine shows mine is on. That's interesting.
Your Skype's a piece of shit. Ryan, do some shout outs. We'll start off with
Trying
you.
again.
Shout outs.
Oh, and tell us our experience, by the way, Neil, while we're doing that, please.
Experience.
And if you make it less than 2,700.
Ryan, do shoutouts.
Very sad.
Okay. So shout outs to you guys for watching us. Thank you. I enjoy this every week, and this week is like one of the craziest choices I think we've ever faced as a party.
Bannon-esque.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys were here to share it with us. Aside from that, so I'm having a family reunion from Thursday tomorrow until Sunday, and we're hosting family members at my house. So I likely won't be streaming Thursday to Sunday. If I do, I'll tweet about it. You can check that out. My Twitter is @MLGRyan. My stream, you can find that over at twitch.tv/RyuZilla. And I just made a video like 2 days ago on YouTube, youtube.com/RyuZilla. It's me and JP and Day9 playing CSGO horribly and doing British accents, which are also horrible. But it's a funny video, so check that stuff out.
That's it?
Yep.
Cool. Neal, do some shoutouts.
Thanks, guys, for watching. Sorry how it worked out this way. I always feel bad when characters died. Yes, you're Jen. There's some chance of escape, but we'd have to role play it off stream, and
I was totally asking you, like, can I escape? Can I punch someone in the face? Can I climb with my fucking hooks?
Well, you don't have your hooks. You have nothing.
Well, I have my mountaineering proficiency, which is
but you have no gear.
Yeah.
So
I can
Jen's
make
basically
hooks
dead.
out of forks.
I mean, you're literally tied up by your party, and these guys double check the knob. Yeah, so you're dead. For me, the only thing that's going on is that what is it? Intel's doing their next top live streamer thing, which is a title I earned to claim. So
yeah,
if you want to check
can
out,
you guys I'm just gonna say this: go vote for Neal, because Kungan is already a top streamer, and it's really fucking stupid that he's involved in that, as well as a lot of other people in that. So go vote for Neal, because he's actually
community vote. You mean though, right?
Yeah, community vote.
Yeah, but it's still like the next top streamer. Oh wait, these people already make 100,000 a year, probably. Let's give them more money instead of supporting upcoming streamers. I'm sorry, Jeff, if Alex is mad at me, but that's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever seen. Anyways, Neal, please go ahead.
So if you guys want to go vote for me on that, that'd be awesome. It's intl.gg. There's a tweet about it that I'm having out. I'll send another tweet. I'll even put the link in chat for you guys. Just type in Koibu, Koibu, and hit submit, and that would be awesome, because I think I can totally own this. I think I can kick the ass of this competition and destroy it, which would be great for me. So that's it. And on top of that, I'm also doing my next big marathon stream, August 12 through August 17, 120 hours in theory, but more likely I'll fall asleep at 90 hours or 89 hours and 50 minutes or some bullshit like that, where we have all sorts of fun and shenanigans and whatnots. But you've all seen these before, and if you haven't seen it before, what the hell are you doing? You should tune in for the next one. Shout outs to Spades. You were played some of the best role playing ever. You sacrificed yourself for the sake of your character. Got yourself killed, but that was some damn fine role playing. You'd go down as your character would go down.
You can do a Q&A, Neal?
Go down fighting. That would have been better. But
I will do a Q&A.
Spades edition?
Yeah, I think it'll probably just turn into people being, "Wah, Spades, no!"
No, they'll ask questions about the decisions and stuff. I think there's a lot of good questions to be had.
I can answer questions too if you guys have any.
Yeah.
Jen will
Also,
be in
JP,
there.
what week number is this?
21.
21. All right.
Do you know our experience, Neal? Are you still calculating it?
Oh, it is. I had it calculated.
It's divided among three
It's
people.
about 3K. Yeah. It's only divided among 3 people, so 3K each. It actually came out to a nice round number.
Okay.
Neal, are you going to be up for a little while?
I will be up for a while.
Can I message you about leveling stuff?
Yeah, you can message me about that.
Save the HP roll for, unless you want to roll for it now. It's a D10. Do you want to roll for it now or next show?
I can do it now.
Okay.
Do you have what's your...
It's D10 plus whatever your con is.
Yeah, he
what
has
is
no
that?
con bonus. Just flat D10.
This will be great. I get nervous before this every single time. I don't know why. It's always below a 5. Just a D10?
Just a D10.
God dang it.
Hey,
It wasn't below a 5.
Bad.
Also, if you level up, that means Tariq levels up too.
Yep.
I do, but I want to roll for my HP next week.
Next week. Okay.
Okay.
Just don't forget, because we will.
Okay.
That's right, Ryan.
This
I
also
never
means
forget anything about my character sheet, so don't worry about that.
This means you both get a +1 bonus to hit,
Well,
or
I'll
your
do this with
melee
you
and
after.
missile adjust both go up by 1.
Yeah, let me do this with you after.
Yeah, we'll do it afterwards.
Cool. Jeff, do some shout outs.
These episodes, like, this is why D&D is so effing fun, because of the emotions. My God, like, I do not take lightly these things, nor does anyone on the show. And I was actually like shaking a little bit, because we're like, I think we're gonna fucking kill Spades. Like, I think we're gonna rise up and kill Spades. And Jen's a friend, and I'm really worried that Jen's gonna be like, my friends are trying to murder me, and it's like, no, but it's in roleplay. And anyways, it was like super intense. But part of the reason I'm saying this too is YouTube and chat, guys. We're all gonna read the comments because we like to, because it's part of the fun for us too. Please take it easy on us. If you don't like the choices that we make or something like that, don't assume that there's some huge nefarious evil thing behind it. Just disagree with us and critique it, but please try to be nice about it, for God's sakes. Shout out wise, just thanks to my team, of course, and everyone for watching. We had a great audience again, and Neal, you put together really cool stories. We give you a lot of shit, but this is really fun and awesome, and you guys are fun to play with. And then, of course, shout out to, actually, it was Anna who designed and launched that Intel campaign, and hopefully Neal does very well with it. But I think what's really cool about it is the idea is streamers are going to like compete amongst each other to try and show that they're a very good stream. I don't necessarily think the idea of it is to find some unknown stream and then make them the best ever or something like that. But it's a cool campaign. It's a cool way to get streaming involved with some of these big sponsors and see if it can go somewhere. So you guys should definitely check it out. Some of the judges might be really cool. I don't know. And then for me, I'm going to play Warhammer tomorrow. So that's what I'll be doing. So expect a couple of pictures of models and toys and action figures. That's what I do in my spare time. So hopefully we'll see you guys next time, next roleplay.
Cool. Jen, shout outs.
All right, thank you guys for watching. Sorry for those that like Spades. I don't know how many there was. But yeah, I mean, she went down the way I feel like she should have. Except fighting would have been better, but that's pretty decent. I mean, she did kill the guy with the lasso. I finally got to succeed at my lasso and killing someone with it, so that's good. Just so you guys know, she was actually afraid of the dark. I mean, I couldn't keep it every single time, but that whole like fire dark thing was because she was afraid of the dark, and she didn't like things she didn't understand. So she didn't like magic, she didn't like water because she couldn't swim, she didn't like books. So like that's a little bit of the psychology behind it, and she was super like cocky and stubborn and stuff like that. What?
Sorry, keep going. I just looked up XP and I think I'm supposed to be level 7. Continue on, please.
Okay. So yeah, that's about it for Spades.
But
if
you
guys
should
have any
post in that Q&A, Jen.
questions, yeah,
So
if you guys have
here-
any questions, I'll post in the Q&A answers about Spades. Anything will be answered.
'Cause I know you put a lot of thought into your backstory, so I'd love to hear more about that. So.
Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to check out my things. Follow me at LivinPink SC2, Facebook, YouTube, and twitch.tv/LivinPink. Check out Misclicks D&D every Tuesday, 8:30 p.m. EDT. We're playing Demigods. This week, on Tuesday, we had Parv from the Yogscast network, who's also the guitarist of Area 11 or something like that. Whatever. It was pretty cool. He did a pretty crazy story with Miss Grisham. And yeah, that would be it. Also follow at Rainbow Six Game, because yes.
Cool. Neal, am I supposed to be level 7 or am I level 7? It's 60,000 XP. Did we just like pass that and I thought it was higher?
Did we pass? Did you level up and we didn't even realize it?
I think so, yeah.
How much XP does everyone have?
64,342.
Yep.
Yeah, you're level 7, bro.
I hit 7 before the fighters?
The fighters?
Are the
If I
fighters
remember
8?
correctly, yeah, we had the highest threshold. Like, ours doubled from a higher one.
Yeah. The XP thing is a little broken. It doesn't actually... The fuck? Yeah. You know what? Yep, so the fighters you level up more slowly, and then you start leveling up more quickly. And then eventually they will catch up to you and level up more slowly again.
Weird.
Or you will level up more slowly again. But it's really, the way they do EXP in this system is a little fucked up, and I don't understand it.
Yeah, I'll roll.
But yeah, you're 7.
I'll roll for HP and figure out what that does next session.
Next session?
Sorry, HP, not XP. All right, cool. We'll see you guys later. Thanks everyone for watching. We're out.
Bye.
Bye-bye.